No one I would ever hang out with.
Yeah.
Isn't that true of
There it
everything I
is.
say and do?
We're hot.
Quiet on the set.
Welcome to Drinkin' Bros Fake News, the realest, fakest news from around the world.
Or is it the fakest real news?
Either or.
do you
Jesse,
think?
why are you still dancing?
Oh, I just just wanted to shake my tassel, my fringes. Just wanted to shake my fringes.
If you were not
for the
subscribed on
people.
YouTube, you need to for this. Is that a leather fringe on that jacket?
It is a leather fringe. I don't know of any other type of fringe other than leather. But
Really?
Yeah, no. I don't think that any other fringe can call itself a fringe if it's not leather.
Wow, that's real specific.
That is real specific.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
No, let's talk about your leather fetish.
With like a turquoise, like
Oh, yeah. Very, very
Right?
Indian, Johnny Depp.
very Cher from Mask.
Marlon Brando, yeah. Cher, did you just bust out a
No,
Mask
or
reference?
Sam Elliott from Mask.
Oh, boy, I'd probably share on that one. I don't see Sam Elliott wearing a lot of tassels in that movie.
Oh, dude, he was a hardcore biker in that movie.
You remember that movie, Dan? It was the guy with the face.
The guy with the face, yeah.
Eric Stoltz with the
Yeah,
weird
he had
potato
that,
face.
That crazy
Wasn't
face.
Cher in that?
Yeah, that's what we were
Yeah.
just talking about.
Yeah,
There it is.
she's.
Welcome
Do
to
you
the
mind-
show, Dan.
Dan.
I'm posting links to stuff. So
I'll
I'll
no
tell
need.
you this.
Tell
Sam
me.
Elliott does not wear tassels.
That's what I said.
It's not
Roadhouse!
tassels, bro. It's not tassels. It's fucking fringe, bro. So he had this. You know, he had this on his leather vest, or was it Cher?
Cher, dude.
It could have been either one.
It could have been either one at that era, in that time. At that
Sam
time.
Elliott doesn't wear fringe.
Now Sam Elliott in Mask. I hate to keep going over it.
Yeah. No reason.
I'll
Movie
talk
was
about it all
40
show.
years old, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was. That was.
You think
that
Eric
was my
Stoltz ever
boy.
got his face fixed?
Now was that
Yes
before,
or no, motherfucker?
Was that before or after he got kicked off of Back to the Future and probably? God, I would be just ruined.
What do you mean he got kicked off of
So
that?
they
He was,
filmed, yeah. So he was in. He was
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox in Back to
Really?
the Future. Yes,
They
and
filmed
they filmed.
3 weeks. Like, it was a long time.
They did a lot of scenes with him.
I mean,
and
3 weeks, that's
and it
probably
just
like
wasn't working.
45% of the entire shoot, right? For
Absolutely.
something like that. It's probably
Well,
6 or 8 week shoot.
They shot
no,
a lot of it.
Back to the Future was a while. You're probably looking at a good 20 minutes of that movie. So, yeah, they just scrapped it and went with old MJ.
So it wasn't working. It wasn't like he was playing it more drama, I guess, and they needed it to be.
A little hokey, a little
A
campy.
little upbeat, you know?
I mean,
little
right?
wistful.
You can't play Back to the Future like a fucking hardcore drama, don't you? Or maybe it'd be interesting.
I would like to see a version of Back to the Future where he's on meth.
I would like to see it with Nick Cage.
Oh, man. Can you,
Back to the
What about
Future.
Nick Nolte?
Nick Cage against
Oh,
Lloyd.
God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Doc.
Or if Nick Nolte was
Play
Doc.
Doc, yeah.
Holy shit. Different. God damn it. Damn it.
A bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
1.21 gigawatts, bitch.
Yeah. Let's get to the real fake news, shall we?
I'm excited about today.
I am. I'm real excited.
Do we have anything
today.
about the movie Mask in here?
We do not.
Okay.
That was in 1980.
I'm going to leave then. That was the only stuff I had.
Okay. Burn dog. Feel the burn. Or feel what the inside of a hospital is like. Bernie got rushed to the hospital this week, and he had a couple stints put in. He was doing a rally, felt some heart palpitations.
As we all do.
As we all do at
Yeah.
78 years old. Decided to go see a doctor, luckily, and they said, hey, man, you got a couple clogged arteries. We got to put some stents in. He has postponed the rest of his dates, and he is a question mark for the next upcoming debate.
Is he a question mark?
he's not going to be there. There's no way.
That's what I said. 'Cause I think it's a 6-week.
Yeah. Who was the other guy
Thing,
that
Mick
had
Jagger.
this? Yeah, Jagger had it done. He was
We only
out.
had one.
One stent.
One
and Bernie
stent.
got 2.
Yeah.
So he got a stent in 2 different fucking passages into his heart.
And
So
I
2
think
of them were
Bernie
fucked up.
is older, isn't he?
He is, yes.
Yeah.
About 3 years older than Mick Jagger, which seems hard to believe.
Well,
What happens now is my question. Is he out of the race?
look, he was out already, to be honest.
He was top 3 in all the polls.
Yeah, but that's nothing. If you're not 1 or 2, then you're done.
But as far as primaries go and all that stuff, he could have rode that out until
He would have won New Hampshire, but he wouldn't have won Iowa. He wouldn't have won like the major ones like South Carolina, Nevada, and shit like that. There's no way.
No, but he's that type of guy who would have rode it out till the end.
Maybe. I mean, that was their plan last time, and then all the Bernie bros refused to support Hillary afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Which, look, I mean, I don't blame them because she's a piece of shit. But
Well, he got fucked out of that nomination.
oh
in
yeah,
my
big
opinion.
time by Donna Brazile, who's on Fox News now
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the 5.
I know.
Like
I know.
she's just the devil.
You go where the money is, brother.
Yeah, that
You
woman
go
is
where
a
the
giant
money is.
piece of shit. She's real close to getting Dan's Get Fucked of the Week, just
Ah.
for existing.
Yeah, yeah. What about you, Jabes? You think he comes back?
No, I don't think so.
I actually do. Is that weird?
Oh, like using it as his
Mm-hmm.
can't kill me.
Yep. Makes me
Tactic?
stronger, and
Possibly.
my heart tried to
I
take me
just
down.
think Trump's rhetoric with it, as far as him just not being able to make it,
Mm-hmm.
is going to overshadow his.
Yeah.
I'm coming back.
What
and
if he
and
sh-
that time off? There's going to be so much shit. That
Oh
happens
yeah,
in
everything
that.
happens.
Yeah,
Although he will get the spotlight when he shows back up too.
it's true.
What what if he shows back up with dyed jet black hair, like trying to look young, like wearing Jinkos
Yeah.
and fucking Skechers and shit?
Great sketches.
He's like, I'm actually 35.
Yeah. Shows up looking like Joe Montana in a Skechers commercial.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey, party kids, where's that Marijueens you guys
Hello,
keep
fellow
smoking
youths.
about?
Do you have any of those marijuana cigarettes that all
Yeah.
the kids talk about?
That
Look,
would be great.
Bernie knows what weed looks like. I guarantee you that. By the way, I'm
Absolutely.
looking at a picture of Sam Elliott from Mask. There's no fucking tassels or whatever the fuck you
He
call
was
it.
wearing a wife beater, right?
He's wearing
a
a
leather jacket
he's-
with patches on it.
He's wearing a fucking what looks like a denim cut over a leather jacket.
You bet he is. No tassels on that shit.
Not
No.
that particular shot. No,
only
you're on
tassels
one picture
Or
of
his
him.
mustache. Look, it's the same jacket that he wears. Do you think bikers have like a fucking closet full of different cuts that they wear?
Come on,
It's
Jay.
the same one. That's why they look
Yes.
dirty as fuck all the time.
Same jacket.
When
But-
they're bikers
The mustache and the feathered hair
with that
Yeah.
silver.
will
heat.
never go out of style.
It's
ever.
more
For
pepper
Sam
than
Elliott?
salt. More pepper than salt in there.
Oh,
Oof.
yeah. You love it. You love it, daddy.
Oh, he's always been a daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's always been a daddy.
He's always also looked the same for the last 50 years.
He really has. Besides the color of, like I said, more salt now than pepper.
Yeah.
But that's really the only difference.
It's
it.
funny.
In
It's
my
funny that
eyes.
he did a Western Tombstone. Obviously, everybody knows that movie. But he didn't have to change his look. He just got a little more Sam Elliott.
yeah.
Like he just grew his mustache a little bit more than usual, and that was it for
When
him.
you go full Sam Elliott, you don't have to do any acting.
No.
You're
No,
you are
he's-
who you are.
Your mustache.
Even in
does
that
the
fucking
acting,
shitty
right?
movie Reindeer or whatever the fuck it was called. What was that movie
The what?
called?
The reindeer.
The reindeer movie he was in.
Oh yeah.
What was that called?
I know what you're talking about.
No one cares.
Ben Affleck was in it.
Was he?
Reindeer
Reindeer
Games.
No,
Games, yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, wasn't
Where he
it?
lives out in the fucking middle of nowhere and reindeer, like somebody knocks the reindeer off the fucking thing and
Don't have the same rape fantasies as you.
then they show up
Whoa,
and,
bro.
well, we have similar ones. A couple of them are similar.
It doesn't involve a reindeer and Sam Elliott. I can tell you that.
No, but that's not what we're talking about here, Ross.
I don't know that
Obviously.
film, but what I do know is that Sam Elliott is a national treasure, and he should have won a fucking Oscar for A Star Is Born last year.
It's called
and
Prancer.
They boned him. Prancer.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. That world-renowned film, Prancer.
It's got a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb.
Prancer.
Prancer. Yeah, never got around to that. I think
Sick.
I started with Rudolph and then never went to any other reindeers after that.
Cloris Leachman's in that movie.
Big fan of hers as
And
well.
Abe Vigoda.
Woo,
Ooh.
really hitting
So-
the
Been
younger
a
demo, huh?
while
Going
since
after
I've-
the
yeah.
kid audience.
Hey,
the
guys.
teens.
You know, there used to be a website called Is Abe Vigoda Alive? And it just said yes or no.
Yeah, and
think
Conan. Conan O'Brien used to bring him out,
Yeah.
like, once every 2
Yep.
months and say, hey, man, Abe Vigoda's still
Still
alive,
alive, yeah.
and then he would wave at the audience. I wanted to go back to something you said about the Trump rhetoric, because yesterday was the greatest troll of all time, and I've been laughing about it
You're
all
talking about
day,
the emergency meeting?
all day long. No, the post he put up on Twitter
Oh, the
about Biden and
yeah.
his kid.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph. He put the Nickelback song in there and replaced the picture with Biden and his son and the people from.
So a reporter asked Biden if he
It's an old
had anything
joke,
to
but
do with his son's overseas dealings. And he goes, no, I've never talked to him about that. I don't know anything about that. And there's a picture of him with a Ukrainian oil executive Biden and his son.
Yep.
Like, whoop, playing golf.
So Trump used that old meme. Look at this photograph that's been around for a while. However, we've never seen a president use it, and I laughed for 1,000 years. Today, Nickelback, their record label, called into Twitter and said we did not authorize the use of our great song.
But
look at this photograph.
Doesn't really work that way.
And they made him pull it down.
Really?
Yes.
Does it work that way, Twitter? Yeah, I guess.
It's DMCA complaint like anything else. Yeah, you can play 8 seconds of something, but it was longer than that.
It was longer than that. Okay.
Yeah, because Instagram has that in now too, where I tried to put "My Heart Will Go On" behind the video
of me. Wow.
Well, you and Matt, and then Noelle, you guys were dancing.
Oh, okay.
And and they were like, "Nope, pulling that down." And I was like, "Really, the Celine Dion classic? My Heart Will Go On."
You dance a lot like Elaine Bennis.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
She's a good dancer, right?
Very nice.
Not a compliment.
From Seinfeld?
Yes.
Oh, I love her. I love the way she dances.
Yeah, you do. I think Bernie comes back, by the way.
Well,
he technically will come back.
Warren is ahead of even Biden now.
Yep. But I still think Bernie that guy will not give up. I think even if he loses this primary and this run for presidency, I think he comes back at 82 and then at 86 and then at 90 if he's still alive, and he keeps this thing going for fucking ever.
It's like the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, look.
No one cares, but every 4 years he shows up.
He shows up.
Yeah.
But look, if you look at what he was able to do with that platform in the last election, I didn't know who Bernie Sanders was. I didn't even know what state he represented. Nothing. And then, boom, national figure. Then he kind of goes away for 4 years, right? Because he was. Is it Rhode Island? What's his little state?
Vermont.
Vermont.
That's it. Vermont. I don't hear about him again for 4 more years until he runs for president. Like I didn't know where he was at. I know his wife got popped for some money laundering thing, but that was about it.
He
Good for her.
Yeah, he made headlines back in the day for switching from Democrat to Independent. Although he still caucused with the Democrats, he just switched to Independent back in the day because there's a lot of blue dog Democrats up there. They like their guns and stuff, and he didn't want to cross them. Yeah.
How big's this caucus? You don't know?
No, we're not doing that.
No,
I was gonna.
Nope.
I was gonna say blammo.
We're gonna skip it.
I got the no from Dan, so I did not say blammo.
The joke was sitting on the table. I had a fork and knife in my hand. I had to fucking eat it, Dan.
I understand.
But look, if you're a burn dog and you get out of the hospital, where are you going to recover? In a ghost bed from ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. Look, Bernie is rich enough that he pretends like he doesn't need the 36-month no interest pay-as-you-go program. But let's face it,
he's probably using it. Yeah,
he's probably using it. That was like $38 a month.
He likes to save a couple bucks wherever he can, I've heard.
Yeah.
As long as it's his money and not everybody else's.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
If it's everybody else's, then hey.
Then he's spending it all over the place.
We'll get to that soon, by the way.
Yes,
Later
we
on
will.
down the news, there's a story about taxes that's going to piss you off.
Oh, yeah. The ones that are going on in New York, too, are a thing now as well. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today. Get yourself a new mattress, new pillows, sheets, maybe a cover in case you're a dirtbag. It is ass eating season, so I would get that cover.
It is, and it's still hot outside, too, so you're going to want that cover.
Yeah.
Heat advisory.
Yep. There it is. There it is out of Javes.
Be careful. It's still 90. Why do we need the advisory? Go ahead. Just to let us know it's
just
still
don't know.
90.
I feel like walking outside is sufficient.
Is the advisory
one would
enough?
think.
That's
I
what
don't
I
need
would
to look
say.
at the weather necessarily. I just take a little peek, see outside, like, oh, sun. Got it.
Yeah. Still hot.
Got it.
Yeah.
And the prices are real hot at ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. If you're military or first responder, you get 15% off of everything in the store. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click it, tick it, rip it, and get the fuck out of there. If you're a regular civilian like myself, well, you're stuck with only $200 off a mattress. Come on, dude. It's almost like I'm stealing the goddamn thing. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today. Look for them deals. By the way, they hit me up the other day and they were like, look, we're going hard on Black Friday this year.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, ooh, how hard? Roman hard? Roman ED hard or harder? And they said harder. So I'm looking forward to it.
It doesn't get harder.
And that doesn't get harder than Roman. Next up, the Iran general suggests destroying Israel is an achievable goal. Why do you want to do that at this point?
I don't know. I mean, it's like, so this guy's the commander of the Revolutionary Guard, which is like their top elite, whatever the fuck. I mean, they're a bunch of turds anyways, but he thinks that their tech has reached a level now that they can actually wipe Israel off the map. Why they want to do it is a fucking mystery to everybody.
I can't. It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't figure it out.
So, you remember 1948, right? You were alive then.
Blame him.
No, I was not alive then.
You were in high school. So yeah, World War II ends, and all the Jews that got kicked out of Europe, and that's actually a soft way of putting it. They got murdered like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Needed a homeland, went back to their ancestral homeland, and were given a state. And the UN proffered a deal between the Palestinians, who were mostly, I believe, Jordanians back then, which was Transjordan before that, which we made into a fucking country.
Sorry, I'm going to stop you right there. Transjordan.
Not
that pre-cut?
Trans as in through, not...
Gotcha.
Yep.
Just want to make sure they didn't get all their ding-dongs chopped off.
No, Jordanians have dicks. I've seen them.
Okay.
At any rate...
So does Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan does indeed have a dick. Yes, 3 children, I believe.
Yes.
At any rate, so there was a deal on the table with Palestine to create 2 states right there, right? Mm-hmm. And a shared capital, I believe. And Palestine, instead of accepting that deal, marshaled 6 other Muslim countries in the region, including Egypt, and started what would become known as the 6-Day War.
How long was that?
Yes. They get their shit pushed in immediately. And look, Israel they cross the line of human decency on a regular basis in the way they deal with Palestine. There's no question about that. Palestine is basically a big fucking outdoor jail, and they've blockaded everything. You can't get in and out of there without walking through like Israeli checkpoints and all that bullshit. But this all started because Palestine, instead of accepting a state, they didn't have a state before. They were just people hanging out. Instead of accepting the UN's rule that there would be 2 states right there, they attacked everybody. So, I mean, look, and it wasn't for any political reason. It was all because they want to wipe Jews off the planet. That's what it was. And if you don't, people will make these political arguments now, but if you go back and look at the rhetoric from the guys that were in charge back then, that is exactly what it is. And now you see this asshole again in Iran. It's the same bullshit. It's always the same.
When is this guy gonna? When is Iran just gonna get bombed here? Because it feels like it's coming any day.
I don't know. I feel like people talk a lot of shit about the Middle East and what we should do and what we shouldn't do. Mm-hmm. I really think we should build a big wall around that whole area and just let them fight it out. Like, the difference between Islam in the Middle East and Christianity here is that we're about 1,000 years in the future. Like, people have figured out that you don't have to kill your kids if they're disrespectful, or gay people, or fucking women that drive cars, for example. They're just like, oh, I don't believe that anymore. That's stupid.
The last one, we're still.
Well, we'll see. We'll see see where it goes. But
still
they haven't figured it out yet. That's the only difference. Like, people say, oh, Islam's not really a religion of peace. Neither is Christianity. Give me a break, man. Read the fucking book. But people have moved past that archaic nonsense, and Islam hasn't, at least in that region. People that live here, I know, I have Muslim friends that don't give a shit about any of this anymore.
Right.
But I think the best solution, wall that whole thing off and say, hey, look, you guys got 20 years to figure it out. And then we'll fucking check in on you again.
Or like that.
And then we'll let you back into the international community. Otherwise, you're not traveling to our countries. Like, the fucking travel ban makes total sense to me.
Yeah, same.
And I don't think it's xenophobic at all. Like, you live in a place that has values that do not align with the modern world. You can't bring that shit here. So fuck off. It's not about my race versus yours or my religion versus yours. I don't give a fuck about religion. But if you're going to come here and you think that I'm supposed to respect the fact that you think women are second-class citizens or that gay people should be killed, get fucked.
Yeah.
Stay in your fucking own country.
I'm the same. And, like, whenever people, come out and bitch about it, it's like, what are you bitching about, and what are you actually fighting for about these fucking people to come into the country?
Yeah, what kind of political statement are you making exactly? That we should accept people that want to behead gay people?
I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's like, Look, a lot of it's left, far left, and they're like, oh, everybody should be here. It's like, no, they shouldn't, or else you wouldn't be putting boulders in front of your goddamn houses to get rid of homeless people and all the other shit. So I don't want to fucking hear it.
No.
But to me personally, I'm tired of hearing about Iran, and I think if this impeachment inquiry gets to a level of, maybe 9 on the dial, and it'll just beneath 10, Trump might say, all right, let's go ahead and drop a couple bombs.
Well, look, there's open-ended war power because of the GWAT, the global war on terror. Like if they make any kind of terroristic threats, then technically he can deploy troops there without asking Congress to do it. So who knows? And he can always drop bombs. Like Clinton did that way before the GWAT even started. He was dropping bombs on Iraq without congressional authority for years.
Yeah.
Like in 94, 96, 98, I think, all 3 of those years.
And he was dropping bombs on Monica Lewinsky's face in 98,
and the dress.
99.
On the dress, yeah.
On the dress, yes. Blammo.
Was it on her face, too?
You're welcome.
Yeah. I never got confirmation of that.
I would imagine a little bit got on there, no?
It's a tad, right?
I mean, it was all BJ's, so that she's going to get
Was it all BJ's, though?
Apparently, it was all BJ's and cigars up there.
I don't know. I heard he was banging Gina Gershon in the Lincoln bedroom.
Good for him.
There's nothing wrong with that, though, right?
No, not when you're married to Hillary, probably. But
Lewinsky crossed a couple of other lines, but I think he tried to keep it like on a level of just BJ's and cigars for that very reason.
Really?
I think so.
That's a nice thing, right?
Apparently.
Quick beach, quick
From
cigar.
what I've heard, although,
Were those the rules that Hillary set? Like you can get
exactly.
BJ's, you can stuff in her, but not your own cock.
Yeah.
Actually, Monica was setting all those rules, but
really?
We don't have to get into that.
Does she have a podcast?
No, she doesn't. I assume that's going to be next for her, though.
Yeah.
I don't think she
was
regrets
an aggressor in
anything that happened, right?
She does
not with them. She regrets
No.
the stuff that happened after, as far as like being cornered in a hotel by FBI and like
the media,
all the horrible trying to get her to not say stuff and all of that shit she didn't like, and she didn't like that Clinton literally just stopped talking to her and called her a liar and all of that. But as far as the relationship, she famously says like, yeah, I loved him and we were like, had a little weird relationship. And apparently she started it, although I'm not saying anything like she deserved any of the other stuff that came, but she was definitely an
she
aggressor.
kind of did. She kind of did.
She kind of what?
She kind of deserved a lot of that. For fucking a married dude, 1, and 2,
yeah.
She was
right.
She consulted with a literary agent, and that's the person that told her to hang on to the dress.
Really?
Yeah, that came
I never
out.
got the
I
answer
thought it was
to
Linda that told her to hold on to it.
No, it was a literary agent that told her, and Linda Tripp heard the recording of it.
Well, she did sign a huge book deal after that.
Oh,
so,
yeah. So, I mean, look, she was young and stupid, but that's intent.
Yes, but she does not deny that she was like the aggressor in the situation.
This will be in the new impeachment show for Ryan Murphy.
Really?
Yeah. So he did The People versus O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
The new series that he's doing is impeachment, and they've been shooting for a while, so it'll be out this fall.
It's going to be a series.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
same as The People versus O.J. Simpson.
I hope one of the episodes is just a 50-minute blowjob.
Probably not, because that's not realistic in any world.
No, you can do it.
50 minutes?
50 minutes is a long time.
That's not a good
lot of
blowjob.
saliva.
She's a sturdy gal, though.
I know, but a good blowjob shouldn't take that long, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was an old man, though. You don't know if
Sure.
he might have some issues.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You think he was juicing up? You think he was taking the?
He was in his 40s?
Nah.
50s.
Probably.
50s, yeah.
He was 50s.
Yeah.
Look.
50s in a high-stress job like that, his T level would be fucking 0.
You have no proof.
Yeah, Dan.
I'll grab his dick right now.
You do it.
Right now, it would fall off, I think.
Right
I'll grab
now.
his dick and twist it, and we'll see what happens.
You know what's funny was she was supposed to campaign here last year. And
Monica Lewinsky.
No. That would have been awesome.
What's she
campaigning
running for?
for? What?
2016. It feels like it's only been a year since the last election.
Are you talking about Hillary?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right, yeah.
Hillary was supposed to campaign here. She fell over at the thing with the epilepsy, and so they had to send Bill here, and he did not look well.
Oh yeah. Well, he's looked sick
He's
for a
become
while.
translucent.
Yeah.
Like a lot of old white men do. You can see his organs through his skin now.
Yep. All the veins.
Yeah. It's gross.
Yep.
But how about that main one, huh? That main
So
vein.
you're talking about his wiener?
Yeah, you think you can still
Well,
see
you
that?
have to ask Hillary because I'm sure she sees it every night.
Nope.
I bet she hasn't seen him naked
Nope.
since the 90s. And that was on
Absolutely.
accident.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she walked in and she was like, "Oh,
Oh.
Sorry.
Bro, that's not a vagina. Get
Sorry.
out of here with that
Jeez.
thing.
Are you still here?
Yeah.
Are you still here?
Do you think she ever pegged him? Yes or no?
No.
I don't think he was into
No,
pegging. I
you
think
don't-
he was into everyone but her.
But
Yes.
he's into such, like, he was so promiscuous. People like that, at some point,
it's kind of like a hole's a hole. Right?
they get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? Just shove that thing in me.
Yeah.
Put a
no,
Game
that's
Boy in
true.
me.
Put a Game Boy
Put
in
a
me.
full Game Boy in me. Put in
Turn it on. I want to hear the fucking music,
I want
bitch.
to hear that Tetris song. You put that Game Boy in me.
Game Boys are wide, man. I don't know.
Oh, tell me about it.
I'm gonna go get one.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'll
I'll let you guys know in
BRB.
2 weeks. That's level
That's
one, two.
Mario,
That's
right?
Mario,
1,
brother.
2.
Super
It's
Mario.
Mario, isn't
Level 1, 2.
Next up, 2,000 plus attend funeral of Florida veteran with no family. You know, I remember this story getting shared on Facebook. What ended up happening with this?
it? Oh my gosh,
So the
I cried.
guy's name is Edward Pearson. He lived in Naples, Florida, which is where a lot of old men live, apparently.
Sure.
Yes.
But
Big
he was
retirement
He's an
community.
Army veteran during the Korean War time period. I don't know if he deployed or anything. I couldn't find any information. But the funeral director, the guy died. He gets sent to the funeral home, and nobody comes to claim his body. So there's like, fuck, this guy's a veteran. So he had like paperwork and all this shit. So he puts out a net call basically on Facebook, like, hey.
And in his obituary, too.
Yeah, and in his obituary, it's like, hey, this guy's a veteran. He has no
has-
family, and nobody's going to come to his funeral. So, like,
Well, it said all welcome.
yeah, all
I
welcome.
saw it
yeah.
in Drinkin' Bros. I saw this post inside of Drinkin'
Well,
Bros.
Black Rifle made a story segment about it and posted it, and Jake Tapper talked about it on CNN. Somebody else, Marco Rubio, I think, was talking about it as well because he's a senator down there.
Yep.
So they got together a military honor guard, and somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 people showed up to the funeral.
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah.
It was awesome.
That kind of stuff happens a lot, though. There's been 2 in Texas so far this year that Drinkin' Bros have gone to
Yeah.
that I've seen. So
And by the way, if you're out there, Drinkin' Bros is a private group on Facebook. The only rule is you can't be an asshole. And
I think the word they use is cunt.
cunts, correct.
Yeah.
Can't be a cunt. And what are we up to? 104, 105,000 members?
105 the last time I looked. I don't know what it is now.
Yeah, and a bunch of 280 subgroups and stuff like that.
I don't even know. It's too many to count at this point.
Yeah, it's great. And there's one for every single state. So if you're out there and want to join the group, it is free. The only rule is don't be a cunt. I think you got to answer like 2 questions, right?
Are
Something
you
like that, yeah.
Yep.
Are you going to be one in the future?
I think that's it.
That's it, yeah.
That's it. Speaking of veterans, Killcliff is one of our favorite veteran-owned companies. We look, all of us are drinking it today, but as amazing as Recover, the fucking
I'm igniting.
the blood orange, the Ignite, all of it is. Let's get to what we came
Was
here
that loud?
for.
Yes.
Let's get to why we're here. KillcliffCBD.com is back.
It's finally here. Hold that up.
Holy shit!
It's finally back. This is the best stuff in the business. I've tried every RTD, like ready to drink CBD product that exists, and this is by far the best.
You're really into the abbreviations today.
25 milligrams of CBD in each can. Look, here's the thing. We talked about it on the show a couple months ago, and it sold out like that.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, Jesus Christ, I couldn't get in on it. And then you had to put your email in, and they were like, we're promised we'll be back. I don't think they were prepared for the crush of it because, look, Killcliff is a huge brand. And
Yeah. They're all over the place.
if they have a CBD drink, congratulations. Everybody's waiting in line to fucking sweep that up. So, like,
Well,
I mean,
the military, people in the military and veterans have been waiting for years, and the LEO community too, for a good product with CBD in it
And
that
no
they can-
THC.
that they can trust. Because
Yes.
there's other companies out there that do this shit, but Killcliff started by Navy SEALs and blah blah blah, so they know that they're not going to fuck them over, basically.
0% THC in this, 25 milligrams of CBD. Here's the beauty of it. If you go to killcliffcbd.com, type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros, you get 20% off. You get free shipping. It knocks these cans down to, I think, 40. No, it's about $50 total for a 12-pack.
It's like 52 or something like that.
Yeah, and then so
For
what
12?
is that? Yeah, it's amazing.
Nice.
It's
Like
it's
most
like $4 a can.
Yeah, most of these are they go from like $6 to $8 a can.
Yeah.
But it's a good deal.
It's the same as buying a Monster, except you get 25 milligrams of CBD in this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's called Orange
Kush.
Hilarious.
and there's a reason why it is sold out so quickly. It tastes amazing, and man, it works. You're drinking that shit every night, man.
I drink it every single night. Yeah.
No, it's one of those things where you're like, once you start taking CBD on a regular basis, you're like, I feel like one of those white suburban moms who's just like, have you tried CBD? The Killcliff one though is the drinkable, man. Fuck, that's the best.
Yeah, you become a proselytizer
Yeah.
for the drink for sure.
For real.
Like,
And
you
it's
just
like,
can't stop talking about, like, oh, if you tried the pumpkin spice CBD.
and here's the thing is like when I got my first 12-pack, I hate to go on about this but it's totally true. When I got the first 12-pack sent to my house,
Yeah.
I hit it. One of my neighbors fucking went into the fridge and found a can and was just like, oh, pop that open. I was like, whoa, they're sold out right now, man.
Yeah.
I do not know.
That's
when
like
they're
somebody
getting
going
these
into
back.
your. You've got Zima's stashed at your house. Too.
I do, yeah.
And
a
at the
bunch of
beach
Zimas
house.
in a fridge, yeah.
It's
So
like, hey, that's like basically my dead mom's ashes. Don't touch that.
yeah, but now they're back and I don't care. And I ordered, no lie, the second they came back, I ordered like 2 more cases. So
Oh, yeah.
they're on the way.
I've got about 40 of these at my house right now.
KillcliffCBD.com. You get them while they are hot, man, because I don't know how long they will last. Promo code Drinkin Bros, 20% off and free shipping. Again, it's like $4 a can, man. Next up, man accused of shoplifting, but suspicious bulge in his trousers was just his 10-inch penis. Tale as old as time. Is this my story?
No.
This isn't the Ross Patterson story.
No, it's definitely not your story.
Because I had this written down in my biography of how many times this has happened to me in my life.
Really?
Yeah. 482 thus far.
It's a lot.
Started at the age of 8 and all the way to...
So you were 8 years old, you had a 10-inch cock?
Yep. And, now I'm 28. It's been going on for 20 years.
What do you do with a
20
10-inch
years.
cock when you're 8? Jump rope? I mean, what the
I did.
fuck?
I did a lot of jump rope.
Double Dutch.
Yeah. Well, that came later. That was
You need a partner for that.
double rope and triple rope. And
yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
You do need a partner
8's
for that.
a little young for
Yeah.
bagging.
What I was doing was licking a dollar and putting it on the window and then just kind of smacking it off and then just pulling it back, Game I like to play. The window, he was a window fitter.
Window fitter, yeah.
That's not a job you hear too often today.
He's in England. There's probably an analog to that in the United States, a phrase that you would understand, but I don't know what the fuck it is. At any rate, so
we should say his name. If you
yeah.
He's a 10-inch penis.
Steve Whitehurst.
Steve Whitehurst.
47 years old.
47.
You guys,
so.
I'm not seeing his number on here.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
have
47.
Phone number. Yep. Nope. Phone number.
It's
Looking for the
in
phone
England.
number.
They're 2 digits only.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
it's a 2-digger over there, huh? You don't say.
It's only 20 phone numbers. So
The staff says the bulge appeared bigger before he dropped his pants, alleging that he had removed some stuff. Now, Whitehurst is complaining to the company, but let's be real, the entire world now knows you've got a 10-inch cock, and
Hog.
not really much to complain about at this point. If anything, Steve, you probably owe them some money for this story becoming
yeah, I
public.
feel like
And an
this
English
is good.
accent?
This is good PR.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what you look like. If you've got a 10-inch hog, you can just whip that thing out at parties. There's going to be somebody there that'll put their mouth on it.
Oh, easily.
Oh,
for sure.
sure.
Look, I've had the same catchphrase. That's my quote that I live by, my creed, my motto: big dicks, big dreams. If you have a big dick, chances are your dreams already came true. So this guy right here, Steve.
Do you think that's why he's a window fitter and not a CEO, because his
do.
dick's too big?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he was just like, I don't need to try.
Don't need to try anymore.
He is good.
Yeah, my dreams have already come true. I can allay my adong where I want.
So Jeff Bezos' dick must be, like, tiny.
Yes.
I wonder,
Actually,
man.
I want to see it.
There is pictures of it, ironically.
I want to see
There
all
is.
the famous dicks. All of them.
Yeah.
Ah.
Just to be like,
Yeah, there's
oh,
a
cool.
way
Yeah,
to
I've
do
seen
that,
that.
I'm sure,
I've seen
yeah.
that.
There's pictures out there. That's
Yeah, it's
how he
called
got
assault,
pops
Jesse.
with the affair too. Was they were leaking pics to the National Enquirer, and I believe there's a lawsuit ongoing, but he's got a hog on him.
Bezos does.
Bezos got a fucking.
I bet
hog
he's got
on
a
him,
big
dude.
bushy fro on his pubes, and then he's got like a gold chain around his dick.
But I'm gonna type in Jeff Bezos' dick and see if it pops
Have
up.
fun with
I
that.
think I think they might have blurred it out.
We'll pop that up on the screen.
Yeah.
Dick Pic King. This is Vanity Fair that is calling him the Dick Pic King, Jeff Bezos.
Because he takes good ones or like forced perspective?
Or does it a lot?
Doesn't have a care in the world.
Well, he's a billionaire. What does he care?
Oh, my gosh. When you lead off an article with in Vanity Fair, an esteemed magazine such as Vanity Fair, that you're the Dick Pic King, God damn it, man. It's not saying
Are you seeing?
Creator, founder of Amazon. It is saying the Dick Pic King.
No.
I don't look. Vanity Fair is not going to post these ding dong pics, but
Somebody's got them.
Yeah.
somebody has them.
Let's.
gotta be
Here's
a
what
way.
we'll do. We'll file a Freedom of Information Act request on Vanity Fair, which doesn't work, by the way.
Cool.
But once we filed that, I'll show up there and start demanding dick pics from anybody that's present that day.
I think this. So here's what I'm going to say about Jeff Bezos and these dick pics, and you can tell me if I'm wrong because you're the only one on this panel.
That has gotten dick pics.
Yes. Well, it's my knowledge. Dan, you got a dick pic thrown your way?
Actually, you.
No, not by a.
You send and receive a lot between you and your straight friends.
Oh yeah, but
Correct.
not from a dude
But
who's
not
trying to
from a-
bang me.
exactly.
No,
Yeah,
never,
okay.
I've
So,
never,
yeah.
I've never.
So from a
Unfortunately,
dude who's been trying to bang you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone ever sent you a small dick pic?
No.
Right. So if you're Bezos and you're the Dick Pic King, according to Vanity Fair, he's got to have a fucking hammer on.
How tall is he?
5'8", 5'9"ish.
He
I doubt it.
has a hog.
I've seen
I
small
doubt it.
people with hogs.
I have for sure, yeah. But
Yeah.
he just doesn't seem like the type to have a
I
big
don't
hog
know,
on him.
man.
I mean, I want to see it. I don't care what it looks like. If it's curly like a pig's tail, I still want to see it.
Yeah, you keep saying you want to see it.
Yeah, I've said it a number of times, and
Really?
I mean
Yeah,
it.
like a lot.
Wow,
So, anybody?
wow. Here's how
I
we
can't.
got. Here's how we got popped here. This is really interesting. So the mistress, Lauren Sanchez, who broke up the marriage, who is
Currently
now
the
his
girlfriend,
current girlfriend, shared photos of his huge penis with all of her girlfriends, and then the girlfriends were the ones that leaked them to the National Enquirer. Son of a bitch,
sharing dick pics with your girlfriends? That's
look,
definitely not.
do you still
something
do it,
I've
Dan?
Done.
Do I still do what?
Do you share?
Send a duck pic.
Yeah, send a dick pic.
Do I send dick pics?
Mm-hmm.
No. I mean, I will.
You just ask.
No
for
one
dudes.
Never blasted somebody with a.
I
No
would
girl
never.
ever
I would.
asked for
I
it.
would never send a dick pic to somebody that didn't specifically ask for it.
Right.
Because that's weird as shit.
So since Jesse, you brought this up, this was a big topic in Drinkin' Bros Singles. Again, going back to the groups on the private groups on Facebook, Drinkin' Bros Singles gets wild if you're going to join that one.
For sure.
Again, don't be a cunt and don't report anything. Jesse, there was a very long whodunit in there with dick pics, and a girl said, "Look, it is never fucking appropriate to send me a dick pic if I don't know you."
Yes.
Okay, so that's a thing.
Yes, an unsolicited dick pic is unwelcomed.
And apparently, there's a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
So much so that there's a tech firm that is developing an app right now that automatically blurs dick pics, but they have to take pictures of a bunch of dicks to get
So it's
the
someone's
recognition
job.
software.
It's someone's job to take pictures of dicks.
Right now in America, there's multiple people who have to take dick pics for this site. Is what they ultimately want to do is use it for Google, Facebook, all this other shit. So that way people aren't getting unsolicited dick pics. My question was, are they really that prevalent? But you're saying yes.
Or is what that prevalent?
Dick pics, yeah.
There is garbage. Like, it's nonsense. It's not even close to single payer. Not even close. The shit that Mitt Romney did in Massachusetts, that's real single payer healthcare, and it works. But you're never going to get it now because everybody's got their lips wrapped around the dick of Big Pharma.
Yeah.
The only people that have the political will to do it are the left, but they take more money from the pharmaceutical industry than any other fucking party. And Hillary Clinton's actually the worst.
Yeah.
If you look at what's the name of that site? Whatever the site that tracks PAC spending for candidates.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or facial abuse.
Facialabuse.org.
At any rate, they think they have new instances of HIV down to 1,500 per year.
Really?
Yeah.
In New York.
And even that can be managed really easily now because of the cocktails.
That's
that are
surprising,
available.
yeah, because they got a cure for Hep C too now.
Yeah. That's why Pam Anderson's still around.
Yes. It was expensive at first. It was like $15,000, and it was like over 3 months or 4 months you take these pills. And then somebody, I guess, even the drug company was like, somebody's just going to jack this and then reproduce it at a cheaper price.
After 10 years, yeah.
Yeah.
They just start making generic versions of it.
Yeah. So now you can beat Hep C. You can beat AIDS.
Yeah,
What's
I mean,
next?
Herpes is the only one left that you can't really cure, but you can't die from that, so I don't think anybody really cares, to be honest. Like, of the STIs that can actually kill you, I think they're all done now, unless some new one pops up. Like, what else would there be other than HIV, AIDS, and Hep C?
Well, there's got to be one that is a
I mean, you can die of like gonorrhea and chlamydia if it gets infected or whatever. What did he have?
Little Miss Complex.
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia, I think.
That
you used to be able to die.
Rot your brain out or some shit.
Yeah. Maybe? Yeah, you go crazy and then you fucking die.
Something like that. But, like, that's easily treatable as well. So there's no STI now that's not treatable, from what I know.
Oh, I'm sure you can. That would be awesome.
That would be funny as shit.
It would be the ultimate troll.
The one that I heard that's even funnier than this, though, is if he were to resign right now and make Pence president.
Yes.
And then Pence nominates him for vice president, and then the Senate confirms that, which would happen because they have the majority.
Yeah.
And then Pence resigns and makes Trump president again, and then Trump appoints Pence his vice president.
I saw that.
Technically, that is all well within the law to do that.
Wow.
And honestly, I wish that would happen because it's so goddamn funny.
In today's society, it would be the ultimate. Look, if you're going to throw a Nickelback meme out, this would be...
Then you're ready for it.
That'd be so fucking funny, man.
You're the only candidate that I could actually see doing it.
Me personally, I'm tired of hearing about this stupid shit. Like, we were 11 months from the election right now. 11 months away. Just focus on your candidate. All these guys are buried.
11 months.
Yeah. 12 months away.
Nope.
That's November of next
13.
year. Well, sort of. Early elections start. You can start mailing them in. What is it? 2 months before?
I think it's
days?
6 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it depends on the state. But I by the way, I do absentee balloting always.
Yeah. So you can start doing that 2 months before. So look, again, you're at 11 months, and I think that was one of the things they bitched about in the last election was the Billy Bush thing. They were like, oh man, they grabbed him by the pussy. There was so many absentee ballots already sent in before that went viral, and they were pissed off about that. And
a very large portion of absentee ballots are military people that are deployed or in places where they can't vote in their home states.
Yeah.
So it would not have changed anything.
That's what I think, right?
No.
Yeah. But yeah, so look, when you're this close, focus on your candidate. One just went down with a heart attack, and you got 2 left. And one is, older? Is he older than Bernie, or is he... around the same age?
Who are you talking about?
Biden's
74, I think.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's not as old as Bernie.
76.
It's close. 2 years
but he's
off.
already having his own fucking...
I think we worked it out where when he finally would take office, he would be 80. Biden. Close to 80. 79.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Wait,
right?
Somewhere in there. Maybe.
He's 76 now.
Right.
Depends on when his birthday is. What is it?
Well, it's not... He doesn't age 2 years every year. So.
No, but Joe Biden, when's his... Like me, he might have a birthday coming up in the next couple of days. Pull it up for the fans at home who are really into astrology.
Joe Biden's birthday is November the 20th.
Ah, look at that. I
He's
fucking nailed
77.
it.
So, yeah, he'd be 77.
There it
and
is.
Some change.
God bless it, dude. I'm right there.
Well, no, he would be 78 when he took office because it'd be 2021, March, or January 2021.
Okay. Yeah, lots to think about. James.
Lots of numbers.
Put that in your backpack, take it home, and open it up later.
Things.
Next up is arguably the top story. We maybe should have moved to the front. A beheaded alligator discovered alongside a Florida highway. You don't hear about that too often, do you? Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission wants to find the person responsible for beheading an alligator found on the side of the road in Sarasota. Look, not surprised that this is in Florida in any way, shape, or form. But what are they trying to find this guy for? What are they trying to find the person who beheads an alligator for?
I don't know what the crime is.
It's illegal.
I don't know if and you can hunt alligators.
Well, what had happened was the person apparently cut its head off with a chainsaw.
Oh, got it.
Now, I'm not sure if that's legal or not. It's not any more fucked up than the way you hunt alligators. You ever hunted an alligator before?
I've seen the process online, yeah.
Yeah, so you basically put a trap with chicken, and it's a trap that clamps their mouth shut. So it's like, I think it's a 4-prong hook.
Yes.
And when they bite down into it, it clamps their mouth shut. And then they spin all
it
night
around, yeah.
overnight and tire themselves out, and then you walk up to it and shoot it in the head with a handgun.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really hunting. So, like, what are you, butthurt? Did he cut the guy's? I mean, it's in Florida, for Christ's sake. What do you expect? I think they're trying to find the guy because they're going to give him Florida Person of the Year.
Maybe.
Which is basically the Nobel Prize, but for people who are on bath salts.
I want to throw out another theory here. Was the alligator alive and tried to attack him maybe when he was just cutting down some branches, and he turned and he just said, fuck, man, I think I could chainsaw the head off this thing, and then just afterwards you're like, oh shit, what do I do with the rest of this alligator?
I want to think that something like that happened.
It would
but
be
again,
amazing.
It's Florida.
So they're saying that he probably hit it with his car and then did that.
He just wanted the head? What's wrong with that? Like, if you drive over a fucking deer, you can cut its head off and take it home with you.
So let me ask you, the head was...
It's illegal to kill wild alligators in Florida.
But if you're driving...
What about domesticated alligators?
Well,
why would it say
they have
wild?
hunts. They have alligator hunts. You need a permit for it, and then you can go on it.
But,
yeah. So I think it would be legal if he just hit it with his car, but the beheading is where you get.
Do you think the guy was a Muslim?
I'm not going to speculate on race because it's Florida.
That's not a race, first of all.
Well, an ethnicity.
Nope.
Religion.
There you go. And secondly, maybe the alligator was drawing pictures of Muhammad.
Could have been. Not going to rule that out.
And he just chainsawed his head off.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know what happened.
I don't. I'm not going to rule any of that out.
Here's what I do know. They'll find the guy soon because somebody will show up at a convenience store wearing an alligator head on their head within the next week, for sure.
Boom.
And that'll be the guy.
Yeah.
And then you got him.
Or gal. I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
They could be at that Florida Auburn game this weekend, too, down there in Gainesville.
Maybe they'll show up like, wow, that's a really realistic alligator head. He's like, yeah, I just sawed his fucking head off.
I just chainsawed his fucking head off, bro.
Kidding me? Think I was coming to this game empty-handed, bitch?
Next up, corrupt Chinese mayor caught with 13 tons of gold worth $370 million and an additional $37 billion in cash. It's the former mayor of Haiku City. I love that. It's a 5-sentence city?
Oh, boy. 5 followed by 7 and then 5 again.
There you go. 58-year-old Zhang Huai, man, I'm fluent, allegedly also has a portfolio of luxury properties and will face the death penalty if he's found guilty of economic crimes.
This dude had $37 billion in cash at his house.
Whew.
I'm going to do some math right quick.
I wish. I'd get a ghost bed cover. No mattress, sorry, ghost bed.
How do you wash
Sleep
that
on
much
it every
money?
night. You wash it with water.
You just clean it?
Yeah. You clean it, polish it up, stare
so
at
if that was in hundreds, if they were all hundreds, that's 370 million hundreds.
Poof.
That's how many bills he had. Like, what the fuck, dude? That would fill this goddamn room up.
How do they catch him?
Who knows, man?
This is a number-heavy episode.
So he was.
I think he was under
the secretary
investigation.
of the Communist Party in China.
Yeah.
Wow, what the fuck's he doing with that then?
I don't know. He had $330 million worth of gold bars, like fucking Krugerrands or some shit, just sitting around. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Chilling.
Well, like, if I had that amount of money, I wouldn't be sitting around in fucking China.
No, but I think here's the problem with China. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Don't they make you invest it back into the country, into like real estate or stocks or something? You can't go outside of it with it. So
you could probably buy American real estate because Chinese businessmen do all the time.
Yeah,
they do, but I don't know if you could just do it in gold bars. Like
no, probably not in gold bars. No,
typically close.
But if I had $37 billion in cash, I would put it in shipping containers and get it to a different country, and then never go back to China because fuck that. You
don't think China scans that shit?
I don't know.
They're ahead of us, man.
Maybe.
Like, look, we can all send weed to each other and shit, but if you're trying to ship $37 billion, I think they know about it. I bet you this guy didn't know where to fucking invest it, and he just got stuck with it at his house.
Maybe.
Or he read a lot of books and he needed bookends.
Yeah.
He was a vapid reader. Who knows?
Vapid reader.
Nope.
Oh.
What do you think Alex Jones would say about this?
Fuck. We should. By the way, we should have him back on the show.
Yeah, he wants to be. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a blast.
He reached out. Maybe he can make a fucking video about this.
Be great. What was that voice, Jesse?
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
That was one of my favorites of Alex Jones.
Oh my gosh.
Those videos that
Horrible.
he made. That he did the voiceovers for.
So good.
So good. Yeah, Alex Jones. I bet you if we asked him about this, he would rip off the exact story of what it is in like 20 seconds. Here's what it is. It's fucking,
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. I mean, look, Russia did some of this back in the day where they started arresting all their billionaires. So now there's 7 oligarchs in Russia that own about 40% of all the wealth, and the other 60% is Vladimir Putin. So, like, no shit. Like, there's like 10 people in Russia that own everything. And I wouldn't be surprised if China was trying to pull some shit like that. Yeah. Like, if you're in a socialist country and you have everybody on lockdown, literally, and they're all drinking the Kool-Aid and believe everything you say, it's pretty fucking easy to take all the shit. It's it's basically a cult. That's what socialism is. Like, hey, we'll take care of you guys, man. I got you, brother.
Yeah.
Just give me all your money and your girls.
And that's
and
all
wait out back because I'm gonna fuck them.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes.
It is how it goes. Sorry, Zhenghui.
So if you're gonna be a communist, be a leader. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, not a follower.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah, you betcha. The new Monmouth poll shows that Biden might be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago. The new poll just came out. Monmouth University, which is actually the poll leader. Like, this is...
It's one of the best that exists. And when I say best, I mean accuracy and lack of bias.
Right. They conduct a public policy polling and is rated A+ by 538's the website, eh?
Nate Silver, yeah.
Nate Silver. That fucking guy hasn't gotten anything right since the Obama election.
Yep. Well, he gets baseball stuff right a lot.
Does he really?
Yeah. That's actually, he left politics to go work for ESPN.
Yeah, and then he picked a bunch of wrong picks at ESPN. They threw him off of there.
Yeah.
So he did.
Yeah, he made a lot of errors.
He indicated that 43% of registered voters believe Biden attempted to pressure Ukraine into not investigating his son, including 39% of independent voters. This is fascinating, by the way, and I'll tell you why. You and I had this conversation this morning before we got in. We were talking about the news. Why is there no answer for why Biden's son is working with a Ukraine gas and oil company for 5 years? If you're Joe Biden, right, and this is your son, why the fuck would you want him working in this country for 5 years to not be able to see your son? Like, I have a son.
I mean, the Ukraine is so fucked up that people from both sides of the political aisle in the United States have called for like a reorganization of their entire judicial system.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up it is over there. And the fact that both sides, Trump included, are saying like, oh, we'll investigate ourselves. Like, no, that's probably not how it should go. But look, I mean, this shows that the majority of people believe, based on the evidence, not the majority, but a very large portion of voters, including independents, like 40% of independents believe that Biden was up to something over there. So unless more believe that, and it doesn't even matter for Trump, because no matter how much stupid shit he does, his polling data stays the same. This is the really interesting part of this poll to me was that Trump's approval rating is at 40% right now.
Right.
But it's including the day after he was elected. It's never been higher than 44. It's been between 40 and 44 the entire fucking time he's been in office.
He's consistent.
Which tells me that this poll doesn't represent the electorate in that kind of way.
Right.
Right.
Look, to me, with all of this shit, again, man, what are you doing with a kid over in Ukraine?
I don't know. I don't know what his deal is. I know that he was trying to hide it. I know that. He was trying to keep them from investigating, yeah. Which is, I mean, anybody would do that. Whether it's criminal or not, I don't think it's criminal. It's unethical, but that's not a crime. The issue for the Democratic Party is that when the left whiffs stuff like this, they cannibalize each other. When the right does it, they're like, he's still conservative, gonna vote for him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why these polls always show They're like, Trump's approval rating is only 40%, and then he wins by 4%.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, because they bitch all year, always, but when it comes time to vote, they fucking go out and vote. And they vote for their candidate. They don't give a shit who it is. It could be fucking, it could be you.
Exactly. This reminds me of the Halliburton sitch too, where they were over there in the Middle East, and you were like, hey, what the fuck are you doing over there with Halliburton?
Well, what happened with Halliburton was Dick Cheney was the Secretary of Defense during the Gulf War, and he was like, hey, a lot of money being spent over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go become CEO of Halliburton, and the next time a war comes around, I'm going to be vice president, and I'm going to fucking put all my shit over there.
Yep.
And make billions and billions of dollars. And
so
that's exactly what happened.
For a country, well, two countries like Ukraine and Russia who run off of oil.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is the vast majority of their income in those countries there. You're going to tell me Biden's kid doesn't know what he was doing over there? Like, that's a pretty lucrative industry to be in. I don't understand it. But we'll see. Next up, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Expenditure Survey, the average American spent more on taxes in 2018 than they did on food, clothing, and health care combined. The average American spent $18,617.93 on taxes, while they spent just $14,758.11 on the aforementioned categories. We spent 26% more on fucking taxes than we did on shit that actually keeps us alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Democrats wonder why they're losing elections.
If you think about it, Jesse, right?
Yeah.
We don't really go shopping that much.
For
clothes and shit like that, exactly like what you're saying.
But food.
Food, yes. Oh, yeah.
Most of our money goes to food.
To food, yeah, with 2 kids.
And healthcare.
Yes. Healthcare is fucking through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll go. I go lighter on clothing just simply because of healthcare and food. That's actually correct. I believe this.
No, but they're saying that we've spent more on healthcare.
No, you spent more on taxes.
On taxes, yeah.
Than all this other stuff that literally is the things that keep you alive.
Yeah, but it's because we're worried about taxes. So, at least me. I don't know if you do this, for example, but when you buy things, I think about the taxes on it. I just saw that the housing prices, or the crisis, I guess, is going on.
This isn't talking about sales tax.
No, I know.
By the way.
But just taxes in general,
yeah.
Right? Everything you do in this life, unless you live in a state that is tax-free, there's a couple states that are tax-free.
Texas and Nevada, yeah.
Well, Florida,
income
I think
tax.
Yeah, state tax. You try to think about what the tax implications are for that item. Cars, houses, fucking kids, everything. I think everybody's become more conscious of it because it's become more prevalent of like, all right, shit, I know I'm going to lose 35% of this anyway, so how do we...
Yeah, I mean, look, high taxes and student loan debt are fucking people over, and it's not just fucking people over, it's fucking over our entire economy. Like, yeah, you can bitch all day, like, oh, you got a liberal arts degree, what the fuck? You spent all that money. That's not what most people are getting degrees in, so just shut the fuck up with that stupid bullshit. Go read a book, asshole. Anyways, that's the conservative talking point on that. Oh, don't get a fucking degree in ceramics if you don't want to fucking blah, blah, blah. That's not what people are getting degrees in.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, this whole thing where people don't have disposable income or income to buy instead of rent is fucking ruining our economy. Yeah. You're wondering why our national debt is going up. It's because there's not money circulating in the economy that the U.S. government usually puts out into investments, and it comes back into the economy bolstered. That's why you get percentages on your savings account and shit like that. It's not happening anymore.
Right.
For that reason. People aren't buying property, so the real estate market's getting fucked.
Yes.
That's why. It's because they're taxing this. Both sides are wrong here. Like the healthcare costs have to go away, and the student loan shit needs to calm the fuck down. And you need to stop taxing us to make up for your fucking failure on this end. Like, figure it out, guy.
Yeah, and the other thing is, going back to like the savings and stuff like that. If you open up a savings account, what do you get now? Like 1.7 or something?
Yeah, it used to be like 5 to 7% back in the day.
Now,
that was normal. Yeah. But now, if you get something over 2%, I don't even think that exists.
And with the impeachment inquiry and all that's going on and all this shit, the market is all over the place. Where it's just like
the market's all over the place, and also, just think about how much money they're spending on this. instead of actually legislating shit that could make a difference in my life.
Yeah.
Right? Like everybody, if you're so mad about Trump being president, and by the way, the economy is doing pretty well despite all this shit. Like the economy at large, unemployment is really low.
Yeah.
If you're so mad about Trump that you're willing to sacrifice your own well-being just to see him out of office, you're a fucking idiot. Because you're not supposed to agree with everything anybody says, much less the goddamn president of the United States.
Yeah, but you should want the president or the president and the country to succeed and be,
Yeah, you're rooting for failure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
and I
what
know
it is.
Bill Maher said that on his show. He goes, look, the only thing that you guys should be rooting for is an economy crash. That's the only way you're going to get him out of office is if the economy crashes again. So we'll see.
Well, the U.S. government is my get fucked of the week.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because of this. Like, look, we pay title fees and registration fees for the roads to get built. I buy tags for my car and pay taxes on my car for that reason. That should take care of the roads. I'll pay some for national defense. Otherwise, get fucked. Stop charging me fucking taxes for nothing.
For your fuck-ups
I'm paying
along the
more
way.
taxes than I'm spending on the shit that literally keeps me alive. What the fuck is the government doing for me exactly?
Yeah, besides Social Security, where you actually get it back at the end of your life, where is it going?
It's
I don't
nonsense.
know. Good luck living in California, too.
Yeah, fuck that. Everybody's leaving California and moving to Austin and Nashville, by the way.
I know. We got a in-studio Drinkin bro of the week. D'Anthony, why don't you introduce him to the audience?
Yeah, this is Jared and my buddy Jeffrey Taylor.
Okay.
He was
Jeff?
Yeah, come on up here.
Come on up, Jeff.
He deployed with us to Sadr City back in the day during the surge. We hurt some people's feelings together and did some drinking after that.
We don't hurt people's feelings.
No.
We hand out soccer balls and hugs and kisses.
Yeah, it was a real hearts and minds style operation, as you can tell from my demeanor and his.
Yeah, so you guys served together?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we served over there for 15 months.
Yep. It's a good time.
So Dan's killed hundreds of people, right? You're the only one that can confirm that.
No. I heard.
I neither confirm or deny.
There it is. That's
we
exactly
knew that's what you were going to say.
But
looking for.
like anywhere in North Carolina, I can tell you nothing good happens in Sadr City at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's true.
Yeah.
The only difference there is there are no laws.
Just like White Claw.
Yeah, it was. We drank a lot of White Claw and kicked some doors down. Over there.
Yeah.
It was a fun time.
That's what I picture you two fun guys doing.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Imagine if the soldiers were all hopped up on White Claw.
You want me to get a little closer?
Yeah, you got to get a little closer to the
I
mic.
mean, you. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
great.
both.
Okay,
You can get closer to me, closer to the mic.
He likes you to sit in his lap facing him, though.
Yeah, just spread
And then
this way.
you guys talk over each other's shoulders into the mics behind
I
him.
did that on the cruise to Craig Dulesky, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Let's get a picture of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
boy.
horrifying.
Yeah.
He's a larger gentleman.
What was Dan like back in the day?
Back Army Dan?
Yeah.
Pretty much the same as he is today. The only problem is I was watching this guy's show the other day, and Jesse made the fact they had college, so that just makes him even more notorious than because now it's official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's got somewhat of education, but no, he's.
Oh, when I said, ooh.
Yeah, Dan's got
you
college.
went to
Listen up, but no,
college?
Dan's always had his opinion, and it's always been loud. It's been boisterous, and he stood behind it.
Yeah, the volume. Has he always been had a problem with
I'm
that?
a quiet talker, yeah.
No, but then he'll be really loud.
I have a problem with voice modulation.
Sure.
Like, I can't whisper.
Yeah.
My normal voice is low, but if I try to whisper, it's about the same.
Yeah.
It's really
But
annoying.
he does. He says a lot of things with a lot of conviction as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been convicted a number of times.
Yeah, you have. You served with Jared, too, right?
Yeah, we all kind of. I met Jared about the same time.
You bought some of those Dyneema plates from him, or from that.
Yeah,
allowed us
still got that
Centurion.
vest.
That's a
Still
good
do. I
vest.
tried to move it, but nobody wanted it. I'm
No,
not so
nobody
sure that it worked that great. It was another one of his. Hey, you need to buy this because it's really good.
You got JT, bitch.
Yeah,
Where are you
exactly.
from?
Originally,
Kentucky?
No,
I'm kidding.
no.
Your
That
accent is
super thick.
amazing. I just want to
It's,
know.
I'm outside the Pittsburgh area.
Okay.
Right in
There
the
it
Pana
is.
where West Virginia and Pennsylvania meet, so about an hour from downtown.
Best sandwiches in the city of Pittsburgh.
You guys want me to say Permanis, but
No, we don't.
No.
yeah, actually is. It's probably Permanis number 2.
Really?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's like, you want me to, and I will.
Yeah. I mean, I almost brought down some Iron City, but we drank that all last night. So
Oh, fuck. We had Iron City last time we were there.
Yeah.
That beer's great.
That's why you were
that
up
is
at.
the beer drinker's
It
beer.
is,
There's
it
a
is
little
pretty
bit right
good,
there,
yeah. For a American
Icy light
lager.
is. Now you drinking iron, then you gotta.
I go
be a
iron
steel-
heavy. I don't
Yeah, you
fuck
gotta
with
be
the
a
light
beer.
stuff.
You gotta be a steel worker to drink that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of light beer in general.
No, me neither. We've had this White Claw discussion before, but it's like at this point, higher ABV. What's the point of drinking light beer if you can get fucked up off a White Claw?
I tried that stuff this summer too, and I found myself drinking a few of them.
It's weird, right?
And then somebody
They're
sent me a text that had a picture of some how to catch a white trashy girl in the summertime,
Nice.
and had
Yeah.
some White Claw with a box and a snare. And I
Oh
was
yeah, and a line of cocaine.
So you're like, let me try this shit. And you liked it.
well, you try it once.
I
You
mean,
do it a
it's-
second time to see if you really did.
It's
like it.
basically a vodka soda.
Sort of, yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, I
That's,
mean,
no, that is what it is.
without
It's vodka
tasting
and
the
soda.
vodka.
Yeah, without tasting the vodka.
It's
essentially.
like I think 2 of them is probably 1 vodka drink.
Probably, yeah,
Okay.
I would
Because
go
vodka
that
is
route,
40% by volume. You mix it about 1 to 3
Yeah.
parts of whatever the mixer is. So that makes
That's
I
sense.
didn't,
all
I didn't
right.
realize there was a mixture too. I thought you just drank it straight from the can.
No, you do, but he's
You do.
saying that the equivalent is a vodka soda. If you drink 2 White Claws, it would equal 1 vodka
One of
soda.
the sodas.
So we
obviously.
drink 80 of those,
Yeah,
and then we're good.
we're good.
Oh,
Good to
okay.
go. How long you lived in Pittsburgh?
How long I grew up there? Let's see. Well, that's a long question. Pretty much my whole life outside there.
Okay.
And your dad was in the Marine Corps, right?
Yeah, he's a Vietnam veteran, so he's got that going on for him.
Super happy guy then.
Yeah, he can. He's in his mid-70s, I think now, maybe 80. I don't know.
He's one of the angriest human beings I've ever met in my life.
Your dad?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like
yeah.
awesome though.
He's
With that
funny.
accent?
He's funny.
Yeah,
Is he
you-
a Pittsburgh guy too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're right on the border, the Panhandle, West Virginia and Pennsylvania. So when we say that area, we don't want to claim either one. All depends if we're, like necessity guys were talking about taxes in Pennsylvania. There's a thing called a non-necessity tax, so you don't pay taxes on food and clothing.
Okay.
But you got to get your car inspected every 6 months, so that sucks.
Every
so
6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
God damn
you
it.
get
I-
emotions
Wow.
and-
They
I
get
would
you
rather
coming
pay
and going.
taxes on the food and clothes than have to go to the fucking
but then you
DMV
cross
every
over the
6
Yeah,
river,
months.
and then
exactly.
you get the other nonsense. And like where I grew up, it was probably about 15 miles of highway before we were in Ohio. So it was Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. So
Yeah.
we toured the whole area.
The worst is the tolls there.
That's if you're coming up to West Virginia on the
fuck?
turnpike. Don't go that way.
Don't go the turnpike,
God
dude.
damn it, man. I remember it was $29 to get through the states and to get through Pennsylvania. $29.10.
They just jacked the prices up too.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is that? It's
I
just a
don't know.
road.
I'll tell you
man.
what it is.
For
It's the same
cars.
thing that's going on in the Bay Area. You've been to Oakland, right?
Yes.
So to go to San Francisco, you got to pay a toll to get across the bridge.
Uh-huh.
To go to Sacramento, you got to pay a toll to get across the bridge. To go to Palo Alto and San Jose and all that shit, you got to pay a toll. It's an escape tax to get the fuck out
Oh,
of
yeah,
Oakland.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
Like
Come
you're
in
not
and
getting out of
get
here
out,
unless you
yeah.
fucking pay somebody.
Exactly.
bitch.
Exactly.
That's what it is. They want to
so-
keep you in West Virginia.
Since you've lived in Pittsburgh that long, what's your craziest Pittsburgh story? I've got to imagine every night outside of a bar there's something fucked up
well, you
going
got to
on.
remember, I joined the service in I want to say my age in 1992. So when you leave, and I went into the service, and it was just back visiting for the most part. I mean, other than that, I was your average quintessential American
Yeah.
young boy. That
Drunk
grew up in
Irish
the
piece
His
of
area.
shit.
crazy stories were after that.
Yeah. I'm just like
Those were
like
different
yesterday.
places like Guam.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Yesterday,
and
man.
Japan, there's some crazy things that were happening there.
Those
Vladivostok, Russia.
motherfuckers, huh?
Yeah.
No, I think he
Going
just
to
means being there, not the Japanese people.
Oh, it's
Come
what- it-
No,
the
he
fuck
was
down.
looking at me.
She's
and
trying
we
to get
had a
everybody to
thing.
co-sign on her
No,
anti-fucking Asian.
I
Yeah.
didn't. I just said, "Am I right, those fuckers?" And he was like, "Yeah." That place.
People say that to
Which
be
one are we talking about?
polite.
Japan.
Well, I was in Okinawa. Well, I've been to both. I was on top of Mount Fuji, so that was a long story.
How's their water?
You don't drink the water anywhere you go. That's why they have bottled water.
Oh wait, is that Fuji or Fiji? No,
It's
no, I was
Fiji.
wrong.
Fiji's
on
good
Fiji.
water, though.
Yeah,
That's
Love
good
it.
water,
Yeah,
man.
It's expensive.
yeah.
Fiji is the best water to make coffee with, by the way.
Is it really?
You're looking
Why?
you're looking for something that's 150 parts per million of minerals, right? Because it makes a balanced coffee flavor. The tannins absorb into the water. The absorption rate is different when there's more stuff in there, right?
Sure.
Got it. So Fiji's about 144.
Okay.
So you guys just listened to that, right? And
Yeah.
You guys were in tune.
Yeah.
Knowing him as long as I have been like, just shut the fuck up and make coffee, dude. Who gives a shit about
Yeah, I mean, I was
400
gonna do
million
that.
parts?
I
was gonna
love
say
a
that.
10-minute story before anything is
Yeah.
No,
performed
I
for
say
me.
I'm
that because I
scared of
have.
him.
I say that because I have 4 cases of Fiji water in there, and don't fucking drink it. It's for coffee, you bitches.
Oh,
Is it really?
got it,
Yes.
got it, got it, got
Got
it,
it.
got
I
it,
thought it was
got
for
it.
a nice guest. Now's
No.
the point in the show we get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week since you're here.
I'm here.
Is there anybody that you would like to give the Drinkin' Bro of the week to, knowing that you worked
we're giving
with,
it to.
God damn it, Dan and Jared? That's
rough. Yeah,
rough, man.
like having to put up with getting JT'd for a decade,
oof.
and then
You two
listen
together would
listen
be
to me
kind of
wax
funny
on
to
about
see.
whatever.
Who,
To be
Jared
you
and I?
and
Yeah.
Jared. I
Jared's-
think you would rile
Jared-
each other up a little
Jared's
bit.
a special little elf. I mean, nothing but great
Beautiful.
love. I mean, when we met, the fact that we kind of got the same initials, the same names,
Yep.
and we were not married to the same women, but we both were married to Jennifers at one time when
Yep.
we carried our both surnames that never worked out. There's a lot of similarities, and if he's listening, hey, say hi to your mom for me.
Blammo.
Blammo. His mom's hot.
Because yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Trust me.
I
know.
know. He has a hot mom. What are you going to do? But anyways.
I've been trying to become
we'll hear
Jared's
that's-
stepdad for years.
I know. You're close,
years.
though. You're close.
I am close,
on those
yeah.
adoption
Well,
papers.
it was one of those things that you guys know him. You know how he
Yes.
is, and he's a great person. But he is that person that can just get underneath your skin. And I watched him do it in a professional manner to certain individuals.
Lamarcky Knowles,
Yeah.
Command Sergeant Major for the 82nd Airborne. So here's a good story.
Are we going to tell this story?
Well, there's a bunch. We could go through all of them. We'll do that on
Should we
another
save
show.
it?
Yeah,
for-
we-
I tell
Yeah,
you what,
you're going to do it on the next show.
I tell you what, will you come back and do a show with us and then just talk about Jared and Dan?
Yeah,
we'll
let's
Let's do that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can talk
Oh,
shit.
those
Because you're the only
stories.
one outside the group, I think, that actually knows these stories.
Yeah.
Well, I know these stories back where it all started.
Exactly. And we don't.
Yeah.
So come back and tell that. In the meantime, we'll let you give Drinkin' Bro of the Week. That is somebody that has inspired you or helped you get to where you are today. I guarantee you it is definitely not Dan or Jared.
No.
Who is that?
I would have to go with a good friend by a gentleman named Cameron Lohner.
Yeah.
This is the professional's professional. He's a brother, a friend. He's that guy that I've entrusted everything in my life to, not once but twice. And we're talking everything from money to, but he's that stand-up guy that doesn't make a difference if it's a phone call at 3 a.m. or at 10 a.m. He'll be there. He'll pick the phone up. So, veteran, former special ops guy, just a brother and a damn good man and a damn good friend.
That's awesome. Where's he
like
at?
it.
Is he in Pittsburgh?
No, actually, he's around the Fort Bragg area.
Yeah, he's still tooling around down
Still
there.
touring around doing his thing. Doing
shit.
the Lambo.
Did you go see him?
What's that?
We were talking to him on the phone earlier.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were talking-
okay.
Yeah, we
But
caught
you
him
see him
letting
all the time, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I see him.
gotcha.
I see him. Yeah, he just had a mega Oktoberfest party that we toured to. I mean,
Yeah.
we
He
have-
throws some good parties. You remember that retirement party we went to when we slugged that whole bottle of fucking of whiskey from the World War II mess?
Oh, that was Chris Fields' party.
Yeah.
I just talked to Fields. He's back.
He retired
on.
from third group,
I was
right?
Cam took a picture of me like half asleep and he sent it to Fields. He feels like, hey, you didn't know they're Twinkie. I'm like, whatever, dude. I got stories about him at the rugby house. It's awesome. So, Chris, if you're listening, hey, it's coming, baby.
With that accent, it's my favorite.
It's the best, dude. Let's have you on for a full show, and we will wrap up the fake news with Top with Stacy in the weather. Stacy, let us know what's going on out there in Colorado. You betcha. For D'Anthony Holloway, Jesse Wiseman, I am Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin' Bros Fake News. Good night, everyone.